Rashad, why you
Anyway,
didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother.
Trump lit.
What's up, Rashad?
Yeah.
What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
And what's happening? It's Kim time, baby. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 10K subs. Early stream tonight before the Dream press conference comes in. They probably doing a Dream conference as we speak. During the Cameron Brink return to the court, which we want to watch and everything of that sort. But the truth of the matter is I got to get in the office tomorrow. You know, when you got to get in the office, you lose an hour of sleep in the morning. And lately I've been coming in the office about 9:05, 9:03. And I don't want to get to the point where they're like, hey, man, you've been like 60 seconds late. Like, that's the worst. If you ever dealt with that, I ain't even trying to hear all that. So I'm going to come in on time, everything like that. Tomorrow I'm going to set myself up for success, and that's why I'm here early. All right. With that being said, do I want to speak about the Dream game and the piece that you guys saw? So you guys saw the piece. That is what it is. It's a memeable thing. It's viral and things of that sort. I do want to say, Flajay, get behind me. Get behind me, Flajay. Y'all better leave Flajay alone talking about Flajay like that. Y'all get on Flajay for everything, especially this off season. Y'all got on Flajay when what was it? What was the first thing? It was she wanted to be the #1 pick. That was a problem for y'all. It's wrong that the girl want to be a #1 pick. She want to be the best. Who don't want to be the best at what they do? That's first things first. Then they got mad at her for saying she doesn't think that a woman or a WNBA player can beat an NBA player in a game of one-on-one. Me personally, I think it's just like probably like boxing. I think anybody can get got on the right day, at the right time, at the right angle. However, what she said that was her personal opinion and everything like that. And just physically speaking, if an NBA player is off, you know what I'm saying, with his jump shot, he could just back down. And you're just gonna have to hack a shot and then hope they, you know what I'm saying, can't finish through the contact and things of that sort. And it's just a matter of strength, which is what Flajay was talking about. Anyways, that's besides the point. People got mad at her for saying that. And then it got to the point where she said she didn't even want to do any more interviews. So there you have it. I asked Flajay's mom, I said, I'm cooked. I messaged her on Facebook, and I'm sure that's like 100,000 messages. So I don't know if she's going to see it. I didn't want to hit up the other people in our camp that I actually have their contact, because I hit them all up like kind of often. And I don't like bothering people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. Like, you kind of work to get people's contacts for the sake of making sure you double check the facts. Do this, do that, do that. But I just feel like I'd be bothering people when I reach out too many times, when it's like the text thread is like, hey, is this true? Hey, is this right? Hey, can I get an interview? Hey, it just feels too worse. It feels too begging-ish. So leave Flajay alone. That's what I wanted to say. Leave Flajay alone. Welcome back, Cameron Brink. And the Dream game. I'm glad that the Dream gave the ball to Brittany Griner, put her in the final possession of the game, and they gave the ball to her. And they gave the ball to Bree Jones to possession before. Didn't work out. The Dream still lost, but I do appreciate that they gave the ball to their bigs. It's a tie game. It's a 2-point game. Give the ball to your bigs. There's no reason to 3-point. I know you're Mr. 3-point and everything like that. Let the kids back down. Like, you got two of the better bigs in the league. Use that to your advantage. Now, why did Brittany Griner do a fadeaway jump shot midi? I don't know, but that's besides the point. Okay. All right. So with that being said, let's get into it for tonight's topics and things of that sort. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you all are healthy. I hope you all are oh no. Okay. Yeah. 0-0. I don't know about that one tonight. I don't know about that one. 0. Okay. We're gonna go on to the next, because I seen 2 videos. One is 2 hours. So I guess that is something that you want me to watch in my free time. And the other one is 1 minute, but that 1 minute, it looks like copyrighted music. So I'm not going to do that. That was KRS-One in the history of hip hop. So 0, I'll get to that later. Okay. Anyways, first things first, man. First things first, let's get to it.
Trippy.
Okay. So this is, you get what you want until you tell somebody else. You hear it all the time. You hear the theory of, don't tell people your plans. Don't tell people your goals. So with that being said, let's listen to this.
I should have been a physicist because the way quantum mechanics has me in a chokehold is crazy. So there's an extremely trippy theory called the decoherence theory. Basically states that we can do anything until we tell somebody. In the quantum world, atoms exist in superposition. That just means they exist in multiple states. They're basically all things and have the potential to be anything. And we humans, also being made up of atoms, also exist in multiple states. We are also all things and have the potential to be anything. So what does this mean? This means that you are not one version of yourself. You hold many paths, dreams, and callings inside of you. And all these dreams and goals and visions that you have feel very real, or they feel like they can become real because they are. They exist in superposition. Trippy, I know. Now, our dreams, our goals, and
The
desires
sound of her pillow, like against her, like it distracts me. Like all I hear is like the pillow brushing against her shirt.
exist in superposition. This means that they can take on any form, have unlimited potential.
OCDC stuff.
They are all things in all states.
Just like how y'all get annoyed when I pause a video like this.
But here's the thing. The decoherence theory suggests that atoms exist in superposition until they start interacting with their environment. When a limitless atom interacts with its environment, it enters decoherence. This means that we humans, also being made up of atoms, are limitless until we start interacting with our environment. And this is why children tend to think they can do anything. You ask a child what they want to be when they grow up, they're going to tell you a shark. Because spiritually, energetically, on a quantum level, they are currently still bound to superposition, their infinite nature, due to their less time being engaged with the environment around them. So what does this mean, and how can we use this theory to start winning in our own lives? This means the moment you start interacting with the outside world, opinions, noise, trauma, expectations, your infinite potential starts to collapse. Because again, once an atom interacts with its environment, it loses its superposition, it loses its unlimited potential. So in retrospect, you go.
This isn't something that she does often. The pillow thing. I guess it was just an isolated time.
From infinite to just one version of you. And now, depending on the environment, the version of you that becomes can be negatively influenced. Unfortunately, because most of us do carry trauma and we have to hear the negative opinions of others, and we do subtly comply to the expectations of the structured society, we end up accidentally landing in a place of just that. Our infinite, limitless atomic nature then becomes entangled with the basically structured societal environment around us. And without noticing, we may become a version of ourselves that fits into the mold of that space. This proves many theories in quantum physics about how humans or atoms, whatever you want to call it, become entangled with who they're around, what they're around, the environments they're in. Many quantum theories touch base on that. And that's basically what decoherence is, the loss of your clarity because of too much contact with the wrong environment. Spiritually speaking, if you don't protect your energy, the world will shape you into something you're not by default. This also means once you share your goals or your dreams, you lose the ability to see its infinite capacity. And naturally, you'll begin to shrink your dream or goal to fit in whatever environment or space you're sharing it in. This is why it's important to spend time in solitude with your dreams and desires, because it's that separation that keeps you in coherence. It keeps you in superposition. It keeps you limitless. And this is ultimately what flow state is. You ever see someone that's so locked into their goal or dream, or even something that they're currently doing that they don't want to be bothered? And when it's in flow, it's almost like the world outside of them in that moment doesn't exist. And to a capacity, it doesn't, because they're not interacting with their environment. They are so locked in that they're able to remain infinite, limitless beings, achievable to all possibilities. When you're not entangled or distracted by your environment, opinion, stress, life, you are able to be more creative. Individuals in flow state often come up with ideas that seem to be supernatural, unattainable, or just too good to be true. Ever sitting alone and quiet and come up with the craziest idea? Yeah. Because that state, when you're locked into your own limitless possibilities, that space you're in before allowing your ideas to become entangled with your environment is superposition. And in that state, you are in coherence. Now, the second that person in flow begins to interact with their environment, they are now out of superposition and their state is now in decoherence. So yeah, I just thought that that was such a cool theory. Protect your space, take time alone, stop telling your dreams and goals to everybody, or better yet, the wrong people, and reconnect with your full potential before the world tries to tell you who you are. Okay, hope that helps someone. Love y'all forever. Mwah.
I think this might sound crazy, but like I feel like when I said something in my mind, it's nothing that can stop me from getting there. Like nothing. Ever. Like I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if someone, oh, you'll never da da da. Like it doesn't matter. Every episode, every video, I start and begin with the drop of the road to something subs. I've been saying it since 300. Road to 300 subs. Road to 500 subs. Road to 1K. Road to 5K. Now I'm saying road to 10K. Every single time before this 10K, I've met those goals. Like I remember Dan, shouts out to Dan in the chat and stuff like that. Dan would be telling me like, "Yo, 10K, that's kind of a wow, man. That's a far ways." I'm like, I know I'm gonna be able to reach it. Like I say it out loud and this and that, and it's nobody or nothing that anybody else can say from like stopping me. Like I feel like I'm the only person that could stop me from reaching something. And you know, if it's not in the Lord's will or anything like that, of course, as well. But like nothing. I don't care if I share it with some, like the only person stopping me from anything that I didn't accomplish, it wasn't because I shared with somebody else. It was because I didn't do it just out of my laziness. Everything else that I ever wanted to do, I've done. There was a web series that I had with a group of my former college classmates. But see, it was a group. It was a group. We shot the pilot, everything like that. One of the people on the team, oh, I don't like it because of production, this and that. And so we cut, okay, all right. So we deconstructed it. We broke it down and we were like, okay, we're gonna reshoot it. And then somebody else on the team was like, oh, I want to rewrite the script. So then we started rewriting the script. And it got to a point where we just never put it out. And like that time kind of passed. It was a time for like people who directly out of, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to say the idea out loud, but it was a time directly for young adults. And we've all kind of passed that period in our lives now, and it's on to the next thing. It's like I had another idea. It was like I want to do this, do that, and that was my idea. And it was my not acting on it, you know, fully or going fully locking in and just sitting down, writing books. There's like 2 books that I've had these ideas for 2-3 years, and I've never written them. And it's only because of my own doing. There's nobody else. It's just me. So it's like there's nobody that could stop me from doing anything that I want to do or accomplish. I've done the wildest stuff. I've written down goals from when I was 18. I accomplished every single one of them. Like insane goals, except for the money thought. It was like I think I was like make $1 million. I ain't made $1 million. But everything else I did, you know what I'm saying? And I just think I could do anything I put my mind to, like anything I want to do. Like that's how my father raised me. And I just live in delusion. Like I've said it before, but I just live in delusion. Like I do anything I want to do and I accomplish it. Can't nobody stop me from doing it. So I say all of this to say, I don't agree with this. I don't care what quantum physics said. I don't care what science says. Can't nobody stop me from doing nothing, regardless of who I share it with, regardless if I open it up and tell the world, like I can do anything regardless. I promise you. All right. Anyways, thank you for listening to that rant. Let's get back into the stream. Next. This is Rudy talking about losing Theo. Shouts out to the Griot for sharing this. I lost my big brother, but I gained an angel. Keisha Knight Polam remembers Malcolm Jamal Warner. I've just needed a moment. Keisha Knight Polam addresses her silence after the Malcolm Jamal Warner's passing. This was written by Hannah Philogene. I hope this is a real person and not AI, the Griot. It's been a week since the tragic news of Malcolm Jamal Warner's passing following a drowning incident in Costa Rica. While fans continue to process the loss, those closest to the beloved actor are navigating a much deeper grief. Among them was Keisha Knight Palmer, who played Warner's little sister, Rudy Huxtable, on The Cosby Show. On Sunday evening, she broke her silence, sharing a heartfelt tribute to her longtime friend and co-star. A week ago, I lost a big brother, but I gained an angel. I love you. I miss you. She captioned with the video of Warner playing the bass guitar on stage. The video also briefly flashes to a clip which appears Pulliam and Warner's daughters walking with the horse on the farm. We got our girls. The actress concluded the caption. Dang. Dang, man. 1 month before Warner's death, Pulliam appeared on his podcast, Not All Hood, where they discussed their friendship beyond the 1992 sitcom. She is more than my friend. She is family. Our bond goes way beyond the Cosby Show, Warner said on the podcast. We have both managed to navigate through murky waters of child stardom with our souls and dignity intact. That's beautiful. He stuck with life. He stuck with me for life, Pulliam added jokingly, reflecting on their familiar bond. I'm grateful that we have those moments with our families and our kids, and our daughters adore each other. It's so surreal to me that we have this kind of relationship as parents, and we see the next generation have this bond at such a young age, Warner said at the time. The pair revealed that their daughters were born 3 months apart, a factor they think played not only in the children's close relationship, but also to their own. In a separate Instagram story, the actress acknowledged the calls and messages she has received since Warner's passing. Thank you for every text, call, and all the love that you have sent my way. I've just needed a moment. Dang, that's tough, man. Prayers up for Rudy, bro. Prayers up for all the cast members of the Cosby Show. I know Bill Cosby said something. He said something through his like publicist, and then he said something in a radio interview. Has Claire said anything yet? Hold on. Has Felicia Rashad said anything yet? Let me see. Malcolm Jamal Warner. I don't think so. Has she? I don't think she has. I'm going to go look this up just to make sure. Okay. Nah, she hasn't said anything yet. Okay. But yeah, pray for the cast, man, and pray for his actual family members and his daughters and everybody like that for sure. Rest in peace to Theo, my dog. Was not my dog, but he was we all love Theo, bro. We all love Theo. If you had a TV, bro, you love Theo, regardless of what year you were born, because it was on TV Land all the time. It was on TV One all the time. Unless you're like really young, when they took it off after all of the allegations with Bill Cosby, you know, Theo was all of our brothers, man, for sure. And shouts out to my dog, of course. You know I had to do this one, man. Theo, man. Theo and Donald Glover. When Malcolm Jamal Warner popped up on Community, had to shout that one out as well. Because Yvette Nicole Brown, she sent her best wishes to Theo. And when she did that, I was like, dang, man. Like, that's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was like, he really was on Community, bro. Shouts out to Yvette Nicole Brown, friend of the channel. And Donald Glover, unofficially the inspiration behind this channel. Yes, sir. All right. With that being said, let's move on to the next scene, shall we? Vaughn, we got a rapper versus podcast beef.
To literally feel it
and
be a part of it, and then to be able to still talk to all of y'all. Them niggas was still able to come to LA.
Yeah.
You and Kai linked up.
Yeah.
You sat down with Rory and Maul.
Yeah.
Like, for us to be able to just talk about this,
I went in, not to
being
cut you. I went and sat down because I'm like, I want them niggas. When I sat down, that was so strategic of me because I'm like, yeah, no, I want you niggas to sit in front of me and talk crazy like you talk.
Did you tell Maul he was you like the way it was built?
I hate the way he's built. But that's not my like. You know what I'm saying? Like
This nigga's still trolling.
That's not my fucking. not my call. But I really went over there to be like the energy to see if the energy is the same as it is online. It is not. And then you know what I'm saying. But it wasn't like when we had a conversation. It's like, oh, it's.
But you know what I had to realize, bro, and this is something that I also had to understand because that's not the world I come from. It's like, oh, it's content. I just learned that last year.
Facts. That's what I'm saying.
Like, what you mean? This is just content.
Yeah.
Like,
but exactly.
And then it's like, oh, y'all, this is just content.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when you see, it's like, oh, all right. For sure,
I'm a fan of WWE, so I get it. Now I get it.
I'm like, oh, but that's what I'm saying. It's like finding out magic ain't real. You're just like, oh, for sure, this is this, and this is this. Cool. I just need to learn how to play the game better.
Correct.
Because maybe I'm working too hard because I'm taking all this shit personal.
No, I'm not gonna give the podcasters that. No, in rap, yes, it's content, but a nigga not finna be able to just sit on a motherfucking mic and talk crazy. Like, fuck that.
True, but I'm saying, but like he gonna do that regardless. What I'm gonna do? I'm not crashing out.
No, don't crash out.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, so.
But it still got to be.
When I go sit down, it's like I'm sitting down because I'm like, I want to see if the energy is the same. Because I'm the same nigga everywhere I go. I'm not no super. I'm not that. I'm the same nigga in person every time you see me. I'm funny, but I'm not playing. I don't move like that. I move with integrity. So what was you saying?
It's funny, but it ain't funny.
Yeah,
and that's how it turned.
That was terrible, Timbit. My bad. I apologize.
It's not me coming at him like that. It's like me coming to you like, yeah, how you doing? If it's this on the internet, when you see me in person, let's have a real conversation and see if the energy is the same, and that's it. If it's not, then I could play this game with you all day.
Yeah.
If it's real, then if we don't interview over, it turns into something else. It's like, and you heard, I'm like, oh, on and off camera, I'm ready to do whatever the fuck it is. And it's like, oh, we don't have to turn it. I know that, but I'm just saying I'm prepared for that. I would rather it not because it's content. So that's all it was. It was me going over there and be like, okay, well, it's not. So it's just like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
I understand that we're in an era where, what is that called? Rage baiting? They got
this Drake and Kendrick beef. The way that it is extended down to so many other people is insane. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's insane.
Clear about what we're talking about. I'm not gonna say I'm not saying names.
Okay,
I'm not saying names and no free. I'm not giving you. No, let me tell you, I'm not giving nobody else no more free promo. No more free promo around this bitch. Because I done came out and said to y'all, hey, let's be unbiased about certain things, regardless whether y'all think that Maul is.
Also, I need to say this.
Bias when it comes to Drake. He's admitted his bias when it comes to Drake. That is what it is. That's his friend. We let that rock, whatever. But when it comes to people who have rock, whatever, when it comes to Drake, that is what it is. That's his friend. We let that rock, whatever. But when it comes to people who have straight shitted on Maul, had little mediocre raps about Maul, we done came and gave niggas props. We done came out here, been unbiased, judged that whole fucking New York versus West Coast battle. We came out here, we were unbiased. We gave niggas props. We linked niggas fucking diss tracks. We said, yo, go check this out. Go listen to this, all in the name of hip hop. But for people to go on platforms and to still stand on bullshit business, tell lies about the way that certain
the mirror is talking that talk. Drake and Kendrick, you cannot tell me in 2013 that Kendrick's Control verse would end up in 2025. The mirror speaking on rape.
Things went down when they were interviewed. That's lame as fuck because we never had to mention you. You mentioned niggas hundreds of times for attention, and we never had to fucking mention you ever. Like, let's really talk about shit. Niggas gave you props. Niggas gave you a platform to talk. Niggas did all of that, and you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Talk that talk. The mirrors. Talk that talk, baby D.
Still circled back and did some lame ass shit that's disrespectful. It's corny as fuck, and it tells more about you than anything. You too old for shit like that. Niggas might not know how old you are. You too fucking old for shit.
He lies about his age, so
you too old for.
Okay, dang. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. One thing about Rory, bro, after that Joe Budden thing, Rory been like this with Maul, bro. He ain't never switched up. That's one thing. Parks, as soon as the whole thing went down, Parks switched up. Parks was not solid. Parks was not 10 toes. Joe was not 10 toes. Joe was fake. Joe was the fakest of them all, right? Rory been like this with Maul. I don't know You know, and vice versa, according to how this whole thing started. Rory was the one that got kicked off. Rory was the one asking about the books. And Maul said, oh, you kicking him off, I'm going with them.
Shit like that. That shit is corny as fuck.
God
and I'm tired of y'all
how long she been cooking, Peach?
I'm tired of y'all sitting up here. No, because y'all give a lot of niggas props that other niggas in this media space don't do. Y'all give
facts. Underground rappers, the rappers that we be talking about on the internet, those are the rappers that get the platform on Rory and Maul, bro.
Platforms and spaces to smaller artists, whether y'all like them or not, whether they put little corny disses out about y'all or not. And y'all don't have to fucking do that. Niggas could talk about y'all all day, say Drake glazing shit all day, corny shit all day, but y'all are still real as fuck and give niggas props when props is due. I swear to God, the next time y'all do that shit, I'm knocking over all these fucking black magics. We not giving
Damaris, man. I hope you good. You know what I'm saying?
And nobody else know more fucking free promo. I'm over that shit. I'm done.
Welcome to my party, baby D.
Dang. I ain't gonna lie. Damaris went on an MVP rant. That's one of the best rants. That's one of the best moments in New Rory and Maul history. Shouts out to Julian, man. You know, Julian, my boy. You know what I'm saying? But geez.
Yo, what's the deal? I'm just getting on here to address this shit. Do this shit real quick, real brief. Boom. Rory and Maul show. The shorty on there. I don't know your name, and I don't mean no disrespect because I don't know your name.
Man, how you gonna go on the show and not know Damaris' name, bro? So you really just know Maul from the clips of? Come on, bro. Like Ray Vaughn. If you know and love hip hop, like you claim you do, and I believe you do by the way you rap and the way you pay attention to the internet and know who Maul is, then you've been following since Everyday Struggle. You've been following since Joe Budden podcast with Rory and Maul. You've seen the whole blow up with Rory and Maul. So then you've seen Rory and Maul make their own podcast, and you know about Julian. You might know about Eden, and you know about Damaris. We all do. If we follow hip hop, we all know in this hip hop space who is who. You know who Lauren is at the Breakfast Club. We know, so we can't act like we don't know who people is on the biggest platforms. If you know Gina Views, you know who Damaris is.
The one who's like crashing out over nothing. Y'all got to get it together. Y'all
dissed them. You dissed them on the interview. You went on the interview and said, oh yeah, I just went on that little interview, you know what I'm saying, just to see what it was about. This and that. I had to check that energy. That's what you said. What you talking about? This ain't about nothing. Like, y'all gotta stop that. Y'all gotta stop throwing rocks and hiding your hands. You said it. You have to be accountable for what you said.
I gotta really get it together. I know the narrative is like, oh, his age, like this nigga lying about his age. I hear 35, 33, 32. Everybody know my age except fucking me, I guess. Like, I would get on here and post like this shit, but it's like, all right, for sure, get these niggas something to eat off of. Because if I post my ID, it's gonna be, oh, that's fake, or it's gonna have people. So I don't even give a fuck about that. Believe whatever the fuck y'all want to believe. I really don't care. Like,
how old are you? Because like you said, I heard 32. I heard 32. So how old are you, Ray Vaughn?
Really don't.
And don't get it twisted. Ray Vaughn's people, they you know what I'm saying? They was putting me on and hey, come to Ray Vaughn, do this and that, woo. Rock with Ray Vaughn. This was months before any type of beef, anything like that. It might have been a whole year beforehand. So his people, his team is cool. All right. I never met Ray Vaughn, never interacted with him. His team is cool. This ain't no diss to Ray Vaughn. I'm just calling out like the lack of accountability here.
I don't care. So y'all keep pushing that narrative on. And then two, the shit with me, Rory and Maul, when I went and sat down with them niggas at the BET Awards, I pulled up on them to see if the energy was real in person. I pulled up on them to see if the energy was real in person. Nobody set that up. Why the fuck would I just go sit down with them niggas and I know that it's smoke on the internet to look like that? I pulled up because I wanted to see if the energy was real in person because it felt personal. So I'm coming to, if somebody's in my same vicinity, I'm going to address the issue. That's it. That's all it was. That's it. I pulled up, sat down, we had a good conversation. That's what the fuck it was. That's it. Like all of the shit, like pop, like That's what I said I did. Of course, I shot a little fat jab at Ma. Like I'm a flame that nigga forever. Like period. They gonna flame me forever, and that's cool. But all the other like, man, you a woman, miss. Like respectfully, like that don't got shit to do with you. That don't got shit to do with you. You feel me? And Ma, like nigga, we had a conversation. The conversation we had was a decent conversation. I didn't get on Gina Views and them talking like I'm this big dog. I said that. I didn't go over there.
So what we seen wasn't what we seen. Because I just played the video 2 minutes ago.
I went over there to see if the energy was the same in person. I didn't come. I know a couple places y'all was at, and I could have pulled up, but I ain't thought that was gangster.
Is it gangster or not? Because 1 second is, oh yeah, you know, I can't press that. Yeah, check that real quick, homie. It's that 1 second. Then the next second, oh, it wasn't even that. I just came to check if, you know, to see because I wasn't even invited to the show. And then the next minute, it's, oh yeah, because I could have been pulled up on them. Boy, what is it? Is it? Are you tough with them or are you not? Like, what is it? Because the marriage, she called out your bluff and said you ain't as tough as you're trying to project yourself to be. And the way you was moving was kind of whack to come on the show. They give you a platform and then you crap on said platform. All right, man.
So stop playing with my fucking name. Put some respect on my. I ain't do all that. I let shit rock. Like I let shit rock. I pulled.
You didn't in their face, but you did talk a little tough after the facts on another interview about. I ain't even want to do the interview for real.
Over there,
respect people platform. You said respect people. Come on, man.
With normal energy. I pulled over there with energy, of course, because I wanted to see if y'all's was the same. And it wasn't. It was like, oh, this is content. So I'm like, okay, for sure. I'm taking it too serious. Let me chill the fuck out. That's it. But don't make it like all this, like y'all gave me a platform with the mediocre this. You didn't have to give me a platform. Y'all didn't give me no platform. I was already gonna go viral for doing what the fuck I did. And it had nothing to do with just Maul. It was all about Joey. So just leave that shit alone. Like this shit ain't even, let this shit go. Like let this shit go. We almost at the end of the year and y'all niggas is like harping, like let this shit go. It ain't even none of that. Roy and Maul, you already know. Like we already chopped it. If it is what it is, and leave it at that. If it's not, then what's up? Like what's the deal? Other than that, just leave this shit alone.
You the one that spoke on it. What are we talking about? Oh, it's so frustrating when someone's like, let's just move past it. Let's not focus on that anymore. You're the last one to speak on it. You're the one that brought it back up. They asked you about it at Gina Views and DJ Head. You know what you could have did? Oh man, you know, and that ain't even nothing, bro. I want to move past that. I want us to stop focusing on that. But no, you waited until a woman spoke against you to respond with all that energy. I'm noticing. It's just a few things that you notice every now and again. You know, you kind of see things. And so his caption is cut it out. Okay. So then Damaris apparently responded to that. And she said, telling me to stay out of men's business is crazy when ain't nobody fighting or pew, pew, pew. It's crazy. You dudes is entertainers. I am so safe. OMG. She talking that talk, bro. She talking that talk, man. She talking that talk, dog. Shouts out to Damaris. Vaughn didn't say anything warranted that BBD crash out or anything Rory said. They sensitive. This isn't that important to me. So this will probably be my last mention of it. But I truly hate when y'all use crash out wrong. If nothing I did, I could have landed me in a cell or hell. It wasn't a crash out. I spoke louder than usual on a podcast mic. Things like this makes me wonder if y'all ever seen someone really crash out. That's a fact. We talk about that all the time. You'll never get the same me twice or take it for, okay. Did she delete everything else? Okay, hold on. Tell me stay out of men's business. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. That's funny. Is there anything in the replies that I'm missing? This isn't important to me, but I'll vanity search and write a paragraph about it. Hey, stupid. It was posted in the New Rory Mall community, which I'm a part of. Okay. Wrap it up. You don't follow me, but live in my seek help. You never Damaris really all over this podcast. Good for her. I remember her before the glow up. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Jake, I thought it was love because I know you for years. I'm praying this was said in a positive light, and I'm just missing. Oh, she checking that. I ain't gonna lie. I rock with this energy, bro. She's standing on it. She's standing on it. Shouts out to the marriage, bro. I respect it, dog. Next thing next, man. Next thing next. GloRilla. GloRilla got her own meal. Shouts out to GloRilla. This is her old job at Checkers. She came back to her old job, said, let's get a deal done. I'm popping. Y'all is a huge corporate brand. I want to do a meal with Checkers. Get my team to reach out to Checkers. Checkers, y'all interested in me? Let's get it done. McDonald's got all these meals with these celebrities and these rappers. Who else? Slutty Vegan did the chili fries with NLE Chopper a couple years ago. I want to go back to Checkers where it all started for me and do a meal. And she did that. $4, $5, $6. Look at the prices. Those prices for fast food in 2025 is amazing. By the way, sensational interview by Tyler Creator on Hot 97 with Rosenberg, Ebro, and Laura Stiles as well today. And what did he say on there? He said, man, when I first got my check, I went to Wendy's and I got me a number. He said, a number? I said, let me get a number 3. I could get a number 3? I said, dang, I ain't never been that broke before. Where I was excited to get a number on a fast food menu. But shouts out to GloRilla. She got the $4, $5, $6 meals at Checkers. Y'all make sure y'all check it out and support her. It's where she started. It's where she used to work at and things of that sort before the glow up. So here it is, man.
Roll in here. Oh, don't give me some free food.
I'm pausing this.
Shit. Yeah, to get your ugly back. What's up, Gap? Why you make get your ugly back if I block your little ugly man? How may I help? The number 2, medium or large? Medium or large? Okay.
Checkers and rallies, $4 unbeatable meal.
I'm gonna put this on mute because it's playing music.
Let's go.
Get Glow's barbecue.
She said, I started at Checkers, now I'm back. That is a small burger. Someone said that's a small burger. That is a small burger, but shouts out, man. That goes back to, once again, you can do anything you put your mind to. I did say I had a problem with the way that they were kind of making, you know what I'm saying, sexualizing her and things of that sort. I didn't really like that because she came out and was marketed a whole totally different way at the beginning of her career as like a homegirl that was just having fun with her friends. And then they kind of try to like seem like they're turning her into this girl that's ooh-ee and all that and stuff. And I ain't really like that. But regardless, man, Glow is still Glow. And she's still the artist that we seen when she first blew up on the channel. And I remember the first time I seen her, FNF, the video when it was like just hit 1 million. And just seeing the growth has been crazy. Blessed, Tomorrow 2, Tomorrow 1, and seeing where she is now is sensational. Hold on. I'm searching some of these joints to see if I can find them. Where we at? I had them and then I lost them. You know, some websites, they just be jumping up. Like you scroll down and it's going with you, it's agreeing with you, and then it just decides to jump up. Shouts out the Glow, man. Shouts out the Glow, man. Shouts out the Big Glow. Dang, man. I remember that one. Shouts out to the whole Memphis Hit Kid, Slimeroni, all the dogs for sure. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can find anything in the drive-thru, anything from work. There's definitely some work videos. She just posted a lot, bro. She knew she was gonna make it. She was posting this much. She just knew she was gonna make it. We got 5 people in the chat. folks, what's happening? I hope you guys are all having a great night, great day, everything like that. We're just shouting out GloRilla, showing her some love right now after getting a meal at her former place of employment, which is Checkers. 100%, 100%. Oh no, she doesn't have any other videos up here. No more videos from her at Checkers specifically, but there's some old videos in general. Oh, is this one? Oh, it is.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah, ooh. Yeah.
I hope this young man's doing well as well, man. And proud of Glo for getting the deal at Checkers, getting the commercial at Checkers. Probably never even seen it coming, man. Who would have thought? Is that a wow? That's a video of her in church. That's crazy. What is this? Just in a hotel. You're in a hotel. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to see if I can see anything else that's crazy from Glo before we get out of here. We'll go to the next topic at least. It's a lot of Chief Keef, a lot of children, a lot of babies. Is there anything else? I wonder what she's doing here. Yeah. Hey. Whoa. Shouts out to GloRilla, man. Hey, dreams come true. Anything is possible. You can turn anything. You can turn your life upside down. You can change your life in just a single night with a single, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. All right. I ain't talking about now. Let me go to the next thing. Next thing. Candace Parker.
I in no way, shape, or form am a hater. What player are you taking Angel Reese over of those that I just listed?
Hey, yo. I ain't noticed. Oh, snap. I ain't know people was in here. Hey, today what's happening, man? We need Dean's List on music. Oh, that's funny. We need Dean's List on music platforms. That's hilarious. Is this GloRilla slander? Nah. I was shouting out GloRilla. Today, I'm so glad you're on here. I'm so glad if you're still on here. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna first. I definitely think. Hold on, let me change Candace face right here. First, I do want to say this. Carl Semesco needs to play Pow more. He needs to play Nia Coffee more. He stopped playing those two, they start losing. I'll say that first. Second, I do want to say, I'm gonna share the screen for this. Ryan Howard. You know what I'm saying? I underestimated your value to the team, to the Atlanta Dream. Today tried to tell me, she said, defense and passing ability. I said, that's great and all. I need more scoring. I need more consistent scoring. Seeing the Dream these past 2-3 weeks without you, they need you, period. You do a lot of things outside of scoring and shooting that matter to the team. The team looks terrible without you. I just wanted to say that. And I wanted to say that with today in the chat as well. So there we go. So there it is. At least I took accountability. A lot of people don't take accountability. I'm going to take accountability, man. All right. Let's get into the rest of this video.
Guess we'll wait for their response.
I won't say all-star games because the game, I'm going to be honest with you, Leah, it was awful. But
What do you mean?
The actual game? Are you kidding me? What made you take Caitlin Clark's drink?
You just never that's just who I am. Like, I'm like, okay, you know what? You're going to be on camera. Let me just slide this out the view so we don't have to worry about it. No one has to see it.
Dang. So Candace really, she really standing on this. Candace really standing on this discrediting Angel Reese thing. But like Chris said, my boy Chris, he texted me, he said, let's wait for the full podcast episode to come out. This is just a teaser. I'm not gonna lie, I need to hear the list of power forwards she said. Because if she said Stewie, Asia Wilson, maybe like Jonquel Jones, you know what I'm saying, the elite of the elites, I'd be like, okay, I get what she's saying. But if it was on some BS, if she like, who you taking? Aaliyah Edwards? Nah, we ain't doing that. Shout out to Aaliyah Edwards. Shout out to Aaliyah Edwards, man. Well, we not doing that, bro. All right. Someone responded to it. Oh, they responded to it with an old clip.
I've always watched Candace Parker. I mean, she's been an amazing player, a big guard. I always admire her. When I came here, since I couldn't get 10, I wanted to get 3, but I was like, wait, Candace is going to get her jersey retired very soon. So I knew she was going to get her jersey retired soon because she's an amazing player, amazing mom, amazing person, and she's always been super inspiring to me. So I always will love her and watch her game.
Soon. But shout out to Angel, bro. For knowing that Candace was going to get her jersey retired, it's kind of, because she was only there for like a couple seasons, but it is a hometown and she did win the championship there, and I think that was Chicago's first championship. So granted, well deserved. Bravo. Shouts out to Angel Reese. Continue loving and respecting Candace, and I'm saying all the other OGs and stuff like that, regardless of how much they disrespect you. Keep respecting them, because they want you to switch up and disrespect and fall into the narratives and the back and forth and everything like that. Keep respecting them and you're doing well. Okay, next scene. A man has sued over an all-you-can-eat fish fry. Okay, so here we go.
Customer got upset because an all-you-can-eat fish fry didn't live up to its name.
It's false advertising.
Bill Wisseth has a beef with the all-you-can-eat fish fry at Chuck's Place in Thiensville. He was there Friday when the restaurant cut him off after he ate a dozen pieces.
We asked for more fish, and they refused to give us any more fish.
The restaurant says it was running out of fish and patience, arguing Bill has been a problem customer before. They sent him on his way with another 8 pieces, but that still wasn't enough. He was so fired up, he called the police. Why did you think you needed to call the police about it?
Well, because I think that people have to stand up for consumers.
And he wasn't done. He came back 2 days later with a picket sign. Elizabeth Remming is a waitress there and says they've tried to work with Bill over the years, like letting him have
over the years.
Okay. He still hasn't paid off. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I've got a running account here.
Bill isn't backing down, saying his fish fry fight isn't over.
I feel like if you can eat, what I'm saying, if you give them 4 fish at a time and you say all you can eat fish, and I eat 4 and I say, can I get another 4? You give me 4 more and I eat another 4. And then you say 4 more, you give me another. You should continue to make the fish until I can stop eating. Because you said all you can eat. I'm paying for all you can eat prices. I'm paying for buffet prices. If you call it a buffet, if you advertise it for all you can eat, it should be all you can eat. I'm not going to lie. It makes sense. It sounds petty. It sounds crazy. Hey, man. It makes sense. Shouts out to Buddy for sure. Best of luck to him in fighting the case, and I hope you win. Joey Swoll said he's giving up. And for this, I seen this. I said, I know Buff Man ain't giving up this easily. He said, all the good I've done, all the people I've helped, all for nothing. I truly hope that all the people I've inspired do great things in their life and pay it forward to help others and carry on my message. But no matter how much good you do, people just wait for a reason to hate you and tear you down. You can either die a hero or live long enough to be the villain. Thank you for your support. I am done. This is the most dramatic, softest little thing that I've seen in my whole life, bro. Is you serious? Joey Swoll been an influencer for the past 5 years, at least a viral influencer. Of speaking on, and the whole internet has been on his side every single time. Yes, Tell them don't do that in the gym. Tell them not to make fun of that person in the gym. We're all working towards our goals here. Tell them to stop recording without people's. Please do that. Do that. Do that. This is why we need you. We needed to vote for Kamala. Yes. Tell us all of these things, right? The whole internet was rooting for you, Joey. And as soon as you get a little, oh man, he's stepping up for a race, isn't Hulk Hogan? He da 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 da. And you double down on it, and people still try to explain to you why Hulk Hogan was bad, and then you finally folded because I don't know, you feared that you was gonna lose money or an influencer bag or whatever the case might be. Now it's over. I'm done. I quit. Come on, man. What are you talking about, bro? Stop it, Joey. You're not the victim here. You're dressed up. You dressed up as Hulk Hogan 2 years ago, and you had every opportunity to educate yourself. But nah, you chose ignorance and arrogance. Now that it's in the internet, now that the internet's dragging you, suddenly it's poor me. These are consequences to your actions. Do better. 100%, bro. 100%. 100%. All right. So next. But yeah, it just goes back to accountability. Accountability is a theme here. I see. This was crazy. This was so crazy. I saw it on Facebook, as you guys see, and it was so crazy that I thought it was fake. I had to Google it to make sure it wasn't fake. The Cleveland Browns owner said that he didn't want to take Shedeur Sanders, bro. What type of confidence is that? All right, we'll watch it.
If you'd have told me, let's see, we picked him on Saturday, right? Friday night driving home, y'all are going to pick Shedeur, I would say that's not happening. But we had a conversation early that morning, and then we had a conversation later that day. I think we had the right people involved in the conversation. At the end of the day, that's Andrew Berry's call. Andrew made the call to pick Shedeur. Just like who's going to start or what play we're going to call, it's Kevin's call. But that's Andrew's call. He made the call.
He said that's Andrew's call. I didn't make the call to bring on. Why would you do that to your rookie? Excuse me. This is a 5th round draft pick. Of course, you guys drafted Dylan Gabriel the day before, right? And things of that like, okay, so yes, you guys have multiple quarterbacks. You guys signed I was about to say Joey Burrow, Flacco. You guys signed Joe Flacco, everything like that. You have multiple quarterbacks already on the roster. Still, why would you a kid's confidence like that? Like, he's a rookie coming in. The city's excited for him because he's the most famous quarterback that you have on the roster, things of that sort. And you just crush his in training camp. Like, you crush his confidence in training camp publicly throw him under the bus in training camp. So here we go. NFL Insider says the Browns are likely, quote unquote, to trade one of Shedeur Sanders, Flacco, Gabriel, or Pickett. Oh yeah, they got Kenny Pickett too. This is written by Adam Wells. The most unique quarterback battle of training camp could end up with the Cleveland Browns trading one of them before the start of the regular season. ESPN's Dan Grazinio noted that the Browns are, quote unquote, likely to trade one player from the group of Joe Flacco, Shedeur Sanders, Kenny Pickett, and Dylan Gabriel prior to week 1. It has been assumed that both Gabriel and Sanders were drafted, that someone was not going to be on a team by the time training camp came to an end. For real? Browns general manager Andrew Berry didn't rule out keeping all 4 quarterbacks, telling reporters last week that he could see a scenario where that plays out. Their first order of business for head coach Kevin Stefanski and the rest of the staff would be figuring out who was going to start. Stefanski said on July 23rd that he would, quote unquote, like to make a decision sooner than later. The competition did lose one cog for at least one of those days when Pickett suffered a hamstring injury near the end of Saturday's practice. He will be reevaluated later this week to determine when he can get back on the field. Sanders seemed to be the odd man out the first few days of training camp prior to Pickett's injury. ESPN's Daniel Ufusi, excuse me, my bad, noted on Saturday that Colorado standout hadn't had any reps on the first team offense based on tracking. Flacco and Gabriel would seem to be the 2 safest bets to remain with the Browns. Flacco's familiarity with the offense from the 2023 season and being able to step in as a starter gives him an advantage. Gabriel was a top 100 pick in the 2025 draft, so giving up on him before he even plays a game would be a huge waste of a valuable asset. That leaves Sanders and Pickett likely battling for the other quarterback spot on the roster. Dang. Pickett's injury opens the door for Sanders to get some time with the first team offense. Preseason performance could end up being an indicator of which quarterbacks play their way out of the competition. There could be another team whose starter suffers a significant injury during training camp or preseason and needs to acquire someone capable of stepping in. Cleveland will open the preseason play on against the Carolina Panthers on August 8th. That's crazy, bro. I don't know if anybody saw like Shedeur Sanders fighting for a roster spot in the preseason of his rookie year. I don't think anybody saw that going into the draft. You know, some people that was like, oh, he could slide out of the top 10. He can go 21 to the Steelers. He can fall out of the first round. This man went first day, second day, third day pick to a team already with 3 other quarterbacks. And now is looking like there might be a question if he even makes a roster. And the owner said, oh, yeah, it wasn't my decision to pick him. I didn't see this coming. And he's been nothing but professional. I mean, you know, he had the one speeding ticket. That's it. Everything else, he's been professional. He's giving back to the community. He's playing with the kids. He visited a community that burned down with the apartment. He's given to the KFC with this partnership and stuff. He's speaking to the people, kissing the baby, shaking their hands. Been nothing but professional when they ask him the tough questions about his dad, about this, about that. And he's just, you know, hey, you know, I'm just focused on football. I'm just focused on this. I'm just focused on that. Dad says he wants to visit him. He said, Dad, I want to get to where I want to be before you visit me, please. Been a grown man. He's been handling everything like a grown man. And to see this, it's tough. It's tough. So I wish the best for Shedeur. Keep your head up. Remain professional through it all. And we will see what happens. Okay, and the last thing, Caitlin Clark, her stalker, has been arrested. Man pleads guilty and is sentenced to prison for stalking Caitlin Clark. A 55-year-old Texas man who told police he was in an imaginary relationship with WNBA star Caitlin Clark was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison on Monday after pleading guilty to stalking and harassing the Indiana Fever guard. Michael Lewis of Denton, Texas, reached a deal with the Marion County prosecutors in which he pled guilty to 1 felony count of stalking and 1 misdemeanor count of harassment. He will get credit for time served in the Marion County Adult Detention Center since his arrest. Lewis was also ordered to stay away from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, Hinkle Fieldhouse, and Fever events and Indiana Pacers organization events, as well as have no contact with Clark, who is 23. He was also not allowed internet access during his sentence. This resolution ensures that the defender is held accountable for his threatening actions, the fear he instilled, and the disruption he caused. Marion County prosecutor Ryan Muir said, according to WTHR Channel 13 in Indianapolis, he will now spend the next 2.5 years in the Department of Correction, and the victim will be able to have a peace of mind while focusing on what matters to her, which is basketball. The judge also recommends that Lewis, who said on Monday's courtroom proceedings that the end of the world was coming. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Get mental. Oh, man. You can't help yourself until you get help, the judge told Lewis. Lewis was arrested on January 12th after authorities alleged that he sent hundreds of quote-unquote threats and actually explicit messages on X to Clark between December 12th, 2024 and January 11, 2025. I've been driving around your house 3 times a day, Lewis messaged to Clark according to the court documents, but don't call the law just yet. The public is allowed to drive by Gainbridge, a.k.a. Caitlin's Fieldhouse. Oh, my goodness. 2.5 years ain't enough. I'm getting tickets. I'm sitting behind the bench, another message read. They said I was sending threatening texts, but the only way through my mind was Caitlin, all caps, another red. Other messages were violent, according to the court documents. If the judge says get help, shouldn't he be ordered to, like, you know, are there any mental health programs in prison? I don't know. This is the thing where people were saying defund the police. They weren't just saying like get rid of police departments. They were saying instead of putting all this money into the police department and law enforcement, how about we send some of that money to mental health resources for community activists, advocates, and these people, and this and that. I feel like this is a great example of this. If this is someone who's clearly dealing with mental health issues, why not this mental health guy deal or have any professionals to his aid to kind of help him along the way, help him get better, or help him deal with whatever the case he might have, instead of just letting a man who the world would perceive as quote unquote crazy just back out on the streets after sitting in prison for a year. When he sits in prison for a year, he's going to come out and think, oh, the world's about to end anyway. I'm going to continue doing what I was doing beforehand. I don't know. It's just like common sense stuff that I'd be thinking about. Other messages were violent. According to the court documents, the FBI tracked the IP addresses of Lewis' messages to a hotel in downtown Indianapolis, as well as the Indianapolis Public Library. Indianapolis police then made a welfare check on Lewis, according to the court documents, and he told officers that he was in a quote-unquote imaginary relationship with Clark, that he came to Indianapolis on vacation. The messages sent to Clark continued after the initial visit by the police. Clark was the number one pick of the 2024 WNBA draft, but has been limited to 13 games this season because of injuries and is currently sidelined with a strained right groin. In December, a 40-year-old man in Oregon pled guilty to stalking Paige Beckers and was given a 1-year suspended sentence and 3 years probation. ESPN's Katie Barnes and the Associated Press contributed to this report. And if you remember, when he first went in his initial court appearance, there was nothing that he could say, and he just said in there, he went, guilty as charged. And they was like, excuse me, sir, that's not what you do today. Today you just hear, do you have a bail or not? But since you want to be crazy, she didn't say crazy, but since you want to act like that, then we can act like that. And there is that. So let me see if I can see this Michael Lewis thing. Michael Lewis. I'm going to see if I can find this clip again. Guilty as charged. Let me see. Why you want to go and do that? And here are some of the messages. This is not that. This is something else. Okay. Let me see before we close out. And then we'll get to watching the games tonight, everything. I hope everybody has a good night, things of that sort. Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Hall. You too. Good morning, Mr. Lewis. Afternoon. You are here today because the state of Indiana and your attorney have told me that you are going to plead guilty. Is that your desire?
Yes.
So you are pleading guilty to stalking, a level 6 felony, which is a lesser included of the level 5 felony, and added count 2 harassment as a class B misdemeanor. Is that how you wish to resolve your case?
Yes.
Under count 1, you could have received up to 6 years in the Department of Corrections. Instead, you will receive, under the level 6, it's up to 2.5 years. You will receive all of that, 2.5 years executed at the Department of Corrections. They may not take you to the Department of Corrections, and I understand that you don't want to go there, but that's what's in the plea, and that's what the court is ordering. I will recommend that you stay at the Marion County Jail. 2.5 years at DOC on count 2, 180 days suspended. No probation. They're running consecutively. And you're agreeing to have no contact with Caitlin Clark for the duration of the sentence. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So he can reach out to Caitlin Clark after these 2 years? That's a bit crazy, ain't it? It's a bit crazy. Where's the I'm trying to find the initial court appearance. Shout out to Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker in here for some reason. Oh, Emmanuel Lewis. I was like, why is Chris Tucker there? Emmanuel Lewis again with Michael Jackson. Emmanuel Lewis just always everywhere here. Emmanuel Lewis again. All right, let me stop. Is this, what is this? Jerry Lewis. Okay. Let me see if I can find it. If I can't, that's it. Because this is the last thing anyway. All right, I can't find it. The guilty is charged. So, with that being said, SSB, what's happening? SSB, you caught me at the end of the live, brother. I'm about to get off of here, dog. I'm about to get off of here, but I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody for sure. Shouts out to Lame Q. You know what I'm saying? Shannon Love to Dean's List on 10 years. Goodness gracious. It's crazy. Shouts out to Today showing up today. She said I was right. I appreciate that because I said I had accountability. I apologize. And the SFB checked in. So I appreciate all y'all, man. I'm headed out though for the night. Getting some sleep early and trying to get as close to 8 hours as I can. So I hope you all take care of yourselves. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Do not watch the dream. I'm about to watch the Sparks after this. I'm about to watch the Sparks. Cameron Brink's return and stuff like that. But yeah, man. Oh, they talking about Ronald Acuna might have torn something. I hope not. Hey, prayers up to Ronald Acuna Jr. for sure. Dang, that boy always. But yeah, have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Have a good evening. Have a good night. Have a good day. If nobody else told you today, I care for you. Until next time, please take care of yourselves. My name is Rashad Milligan. This is the road to 10K subs. I will be live each and every single day on this channel. What time it'll be, I don't really know. Probably tomorrow, though. It'll probably be around the same time as tonight because I got to go back to the office on Thursday as well. So late streams will be back on like Thursday and the weekend and everything like that. But until then, I'll be doing early streams. Y'all, please take care of yourselves. I'm out of here. Peace.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.